I'm over here by my fragrance cabinet and decided to finally do a real, lengthy video. Not super lengthy, but y'all know I've just been doing a bunch of shorts, reviewing a bunch of different fragrances. These are not all my fragrances that I own. These are just some of them. I picked out 10, guys. I picked out 10 fragrances from my 50 or 60 fragrance collection, and most of them, pretty much all of them, being very affordable, cheap fragrances. I picked out 10 that if I had to narrow it down to 10, which ones would I keep? And as you guys can see, I've got some that you might recognize, a lot of dupes. I have a lot of clone fragrances. But let's just get right into it, man. Top 10 that I would keep if I had to only keep 10 from my collection. This is as of today. My opinion could change. Let's start it on out, man. Got a pretty diverse set right here, guys. Of course, we're going to start out with none other than Nautica Voyage. Just really like this one, guys. Really fresh. It's got like a kind of like cucumber. I don't know how to explain this melon kind of freshness. When I first got this one, I thought it was kind of weird. I didn't really like it at first, guys. It's very musky. It's very fresh. It's kind of aquatic. But I didn't really like the cucumber melon kind of thing going on. But as I started wearing it more and more, I just fell in love with it. It turned into my nighttime out of the shower before bedtime scent, and it would just help me feel good going to bed. I just really enjoyed it. That's why it's, such a big dent in this. But every time I come back to it after I hadn't worn it for a few months, I'm like, wow, this thing is truly a masterpiece and one of the best budget fragrances ever created, guys. Nautica Voyage. Let's see what else we got, man. I've kind of switched up. No order here. Here we go, guys. This is English Laundry Oxford Blue. English Laundry being a clone dupe kind of fragrance house. This one is a clone of Versace Eros EDT. Guys, it's just sweet. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's got just a nice, fresh sweetness going on to it. It's a good going out fragrance. It's a good cool weather fragrance. It's a blue fragrance, and it smells like Versace Eros, just a little bit less sharp with the opening. In my opinion, when I tried Versace Eros, it's a little bit sharper on the opening. This one is a little bit smoother and I guess more versatile than the original Versace Eros. Guys, Oxford Blue English Laundry. This is the Coffret mini size bottle, but I have a large bottle as well. Let's see what we got next. Oh man, probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite fragrances of all time. You got Coach for Men EDT. Guys, fresh blue fragrance, a little bit creaminess to it. And guys, I don't know what to say about this. I'm not the kind of reviewer that goes off, yeah, I kind of smell the kumquat in there, and I kind of got hints of the pear in there. Guys, no, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I smell individual notes, like every single note. All I can tell you is this is a great, fresh blue fragrance. And although it doesn't have the best performance, it's just really versatile. You can dress it up. You can go casual with it. In my opinion, it's just one of the best blue versatile men's fragrances that's ever been created as far as the scent profile, guys. Coach for Men. All right. What do we get into here, man? What do we get into? Okay. My first love was the Fierce DNA in Mont Blanc Legend, but that's not on this list anymore because I got sick of it. But YSLY EDT. Just really like this one, dude. Really piney, blue, resinous, fresh, woodsy, versatile. Like similar to Coach for Men as far as what it does, but not similar to Coach for Men as far as the scent profile. Guys, this one's just really nice. I really like wearing this one in the fall time, in the springtime, but it's just a year-round banger, man. It's the EDT, but it's still powerful enough where you could even pull it off on the warmer winter days and get away with it, guys. An amazing one, YSLY EDT. That's 4 down. Let me see what we got for you. Let's go to one of my newer ones in the collection, Latafa Contra. Guys, this one, just sweet, cinnamony, apple, spiced apples kind of thing going on. Really nice for the winter time. When I first got this one, I thought it was a little bit too feminine for my liking, and I ended up getting the Contra Kawa, which is the coffee one. But guys, I'll tell you, man, I think this one is a true masterpiece. Kawa is good. This one is great. I don't have Angel Share, so I can't tell you like how it compares to Angel Share. But yeah, this is probably my favorite Latafa fragrance that I own as of right now, guys. One little note about fragrances, guys, is that you're going to get all kinds of people online saying, oh, this fragrance is amazing because one of the big fragrance reviewers reviewed it. And so then everybody else starts saying, oh, I love this fragrance. I love this fragrance. Guys, if it doesn't smell good to you, it doesn't have to smell good to you. If everybody says the fragrance sucks and you like it, who cares what they say? Like, for example, I have gotten this and I've tried to like it. That's why I've sprayed so much of it. I come back to it every so often. I'm like, please like it. I want to like this Aqua Essenziale Blue because Ross from TLTG, you know, all these people hype it up a lot and say it's so great for the money. And guys, I just never got into it. There's something that's just off about it for me. I never could get into it. I'm not saying it's a bad fragrance, but I just don't see the hype, and that's okay. That's what this is all about. All of this stuff is subjective. Anyways, guys, back to the real list. Speaking of that, one that I personally love that I don't hear anybody talking about, and even some people hating on it a little bit, is Mont Blanc Presence Cool. It's discontinued. It's got an old school barbershop freshness to it. Oh man, it's like a little bit fruity. It's got like a bamboo note in there. I looked that up, but I can tell because Mont Blanc likes to mess around with a little bit of bamboo. One of these other fragrances I've got for you is a Mont Blanc with another bamboo note in it. This one's fresh, just out the shower. Some people compare it to Gillette shaving cream, and it's like, oh, it's not that cool. Well, I mean, it does have a little bit of that vibe to it, but it's a lot more to it than just the shaving cream smell that wears off in 3 seconds. So, guys, if you guys see this in the wild, it's discontinued. I saw recently that people are selling on eBay for like 80, 90 bucks. Kind of ridiculous when I picked this up for like 15 bucks from TJ Maxx a year or so ago, but really, really like Mont Blanc Presence Cool. It just reminds me of something like a masculine man would wear maybe 15 years ago, but that kind of style I feel like is making a little bit of a comeback, or at least for me it is. I really like this one, guys. Presence Cool. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, for the summertime, vacation time, guys. Tommy Bahama St. Kitts. What is there? There's not a whole lot to say about this, man. It's just a really good tropical, fresh kind of fragrance. Not as tropical as St. Bart's. This is more smooth and versatile than St. Bart's, but still, this is my go-to vacation scent of the top 10, guys. St. Kitts. What else we got? Let's do this, man. This one is very new to my collection, one of the very recent ones, but I figured this actually cracks the top 10 right now, is Shield Black Leather. I don't have a ton of leather fragrances. I have a few. You got CK1 Shock and some other stuff that has leathery notes in it. This is leather through and through. This is an ombre leather clone, so I guess you could substitute this for ombre leather. Guys, I own a lot of clones. I don't own a lot of the originals because I just don't spend a lot of money on fragrances. But this one's really nice for, what, $12.99? It's got that leather note, but it's got like a juiciness to it, a juicy dried fruit kind of thing going on. It's really nice. A little bit of spice to it. And it's just a really nice leather fragrance, guys. This is in my top 10 right now. All right, let's see. One that's been hyped up a lot. It doesn't really matter what clone you choose for this, but it's the Parfums of Marley Layton clones. This one is Contra Exquisite Latin Royal Edition. I've gotten a ton of compliments on this, man. Another kind of like apple pie, kind of gourmandy kind of fragrance. It's really nice, sweet, woodsy. I also own Alt Fragrances Stallion, which is a really nice one. I actually might even prefer Stallion over this. I just have this one handy, and they're kind of interchangeable by the fact that they're clones, even though they're slightly different. But this one's really nice. I get a ton of compliments. Contra does a really good job. I also have Contra For You up here that I just snagged. I really enjoy this one as well, but that's not top 10. And guys, last but not least, one of my favorites of all time, a Mont Blanc fragrance. I would say one of the best freshies of all time. We have Mont Blanc Starwalker. Just soft, woodsy. You can tell by the dent. I'm going to have to get a new bottle at some point. Soft, woodsy. This is the other one with the bamboo note in it. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it. People compare it to Versace Meno Fraiche. It's really good for the high heat. This one is a banger. It's not going to get crazy performance. That's not what it's meant to do. Every fragrance serves a purpose, guys. But, guys, that's just my top 10 in my collection as of right now. I have some really good ones. Like you can see, I got Polo Blue Parfum, Coach Green, Assad. Here's another example of a fragrance that everybody hypes up that I do not like. I think this one smells like chicken curry, and not in a good way. So, guys, like I said before, if you like a fragrance and everybody else hates it, who cares? If everybody else loves a fragrance and you don't like it, per se, like this, who cares? You're entitled to your opinion. That's what this is all about, guys. Here's my top 10 just kind of laying here on the bed. Over here by my fragrance cabinet, guys. Take one last look at it. Those are top 10 for my collection. And if I had to narrow it down to 10, this is what I'd keep.